A very warm welcome to all the dignitaries, delegates, and dear students for this international level e-conference on contemporary trends and challenges in business operations. I, Ritu Trivedi, Assistant Professor at TSDC, welcome each one of you to this international level e-conference. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this conference, which is organized by ZSCT Thakur Shyamnarayan Degree College in association with Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapeeth Pune. A very warm welcome to all. Before we start our session, I would like to introduce TSDC, that is Thakur Shyamnarayan Degree College, which is located in Kandivali, East Mumbai. Thakur Shyamnarayan Degree College is run by Thakur Educational Group. Thakur Educational Group comprises of three trusts, namely Thakur Educational Trust, Zatku Singh Charitable Trust, and Zatku Singh Educational Trust. Thakur Education Group is managed by Thakur family. There are 18 institutes under this banner, which are located in Kandivali, East Mumbai. There are few schools which are the branches of Thakur Education Group. Thakur Shyamnarayan High School, Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College, Thakur Vidya Mandir Global School, Thakur Public School, Thakur International School, Thakur School of Global Education. There are few colleges: Thakur College of Commerce and Science, Thakur Ramnarayan College of Arts and Commerce, Thakur Ramnarayan College of Law, Thakur Shyamnarayan Degree College. There are few professional colleges under the branch of Thakur Education Group: Thakur College of Engineering and Technology, Thakur Institute of Management Studies and Research, Thakur Institute of Management Studies, Career Development and Research, Thakur Shyamnarayan Education and Research, Thakur Global Business School, Thakur Tan School Advanced Animation Academy, Thakur Polytechnic, Thakur Institute of Career Advancement, Thakur Institute of Aviation Technology, Thakur School of Architecture and Planning, Thakur Institute of Hotel Management. The educated second generation of Thakur family under the able leadership of Chief Patron Shri V.K. Singh, the chairman of ZSCT Thakur Education Trust, Mumbai, foresaw the needs of quality education and decided to fulfill the long-cherished dream of elder to start a college in Mumbai, which provides quality and professional education to students. Therefore, ZSCT is presently run by a respected patron, Shri Rakesh Singh, the CEO of TSDC Mumbai. There are few courses which offered in our colleges, that is BSc Interdisciplinary Microbiology, BMM, BA Film, Television, New Media and Production, BSc Psychology, BSc Arcuary Science, BSc Data Science, BSc Computer Science, BSc IT, BMS, BA Culinary Arts, BSc Hospitality Studies, BCom Accounting and Finance, BCom Banking and Finance Insurance, BSc Aeronautic Bionics, and BSc Aeronautic Mechanical. Now, I'll take you towards the virtual tour of TSDC. Once again, I would like to welcome each one of you, each one of the participants, respected dignitaries, delegates, and all the faculties and students who all are participating in this international e-conference. And now, let's start with our inaugural function. Now, let's begin inaugural function with national anthem. To evoke feelings of patriotism and remind you of the nation's glory and beauty, I request you all to join and stand up in respect to our national anthem.
भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा, तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा, जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
I now request everyone to join for E-Con.
इतनी शक्ति हमें दे न दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना। इतनी शक्ति हमें दे न दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना। हम चले नेक रास्ते पे, हमसे भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना। इतनी शक्ति हमें दे न दाता, दूर अज्ञान के हो अंधेरे, तू हमें ज्ञान की रोशनी दे। हर बुराई से बच के रहे हम, जितनी भी दे भले जिंदगी दे। बैर होना किसी का किसी से, भावना मन ये बदले की होना। हम चले नेक रास्ते पे, हमसे भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना। इतनी शक्ति हमें दे न दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना।
Now I request everyone to join for Maharashtra Geet.
जय जय महाराष्ट्र माझा, गरजा महाराष्ट्र माझा। जय जय महाराष्ट्र माझा, गरजा महाराष्ट्र माझा। जय जय महाराष्ट्र माझा, गरजा महाराष्ट्र माझा। रेवा वरदा कृष्ण कोयना, भद्रा गोदावरी। रेवा वरदा कृष्ण कोयना, भद्रा गोदावरी। एकपणाचे भरती पाणी मातीच्या घागरी। एकपणाचे भरती पाणी मातीच्या घागरी। भीमथडीच्या तट्टानाळा, भीमथडीच्या तट्टानाळा, यमुनेचे पाणी पाजा। महाराष्ट्र माझा, जय महाराष्ट्र माझा, गरजा महाराष्ट्र माझा। भीतीन आम्हा तुझी मुळी ही गडगडणाऱ्या नभा। भीतीन आम्हा तुझी मुळी ही गडगडणाऱ्या नभा। आसमानाच्या सुलतानीला जबाब देती जिभा। आसमानाच्या सुलतानीला जबाब देती जिभा। सह्याद्रीचा सिंह गरजतो, सह्याद्रीचा सिंह गरजतो, शिवशंभू राजा। दरी दरीतून नाद गुंजला महाराष्ट्र माझा। जय
Now, let's move ahead with Mumbai University song.
इदं सुन्दरं मन्दिरं शारदाया मुम्बापुरी विश्वविद्यालयम् इदं सुन्दरं मन्दिरं शारदाया मुम्बापुरी विश्वविद्यालयम् कलाशास्त्रवाणिज्यशाखाभिरूढा अमूढा विमुक्ता विहङ्गा वयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् इदं सुन्दरं मन्दिरं शारदाया मुम्बापुरी विश्वविद्यालयम् सत्यं वदामो धर्मं चरामो नयामो नृणां दुःखभारं लयम् सत्यं वदामो धर्मं चरामो नयामो नृणां दुःखभारं लयम् स्वकार्ये रतानां सदा जागृतानां भवेत् किं भविष्येति तस्मात् भयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् इदं सुन्दरं मन्दिरं शारदाया मुम्बापुरी विश्वविद्यालयम् युवा स्यात् बलिष्ठो युवा स्यात् गरिष्ठो युवाध्येयनिष्ठो विभूयाद्वयम् युवा स्यात् बलिष्ठो युवा स्यात् गरिष्ठो युवाध्येयनिष्ठो विभूयाद्वयम् यदि स्यात् युवा राष्ट्रकर्तव्यनिष्ठा समानेतत्त्वं विलोकत्रयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् इदं सुन्दरं मन्दिरं शारदाया मुम्बापुरी विश्वविद्यालयम् वन्दामहे भारतं पूजनीयं स्वदेशात् परं नास्ति देवालयम् वन्दामहे भारतं पूजनीयं स्वदेशात् परं नास्ति देवालयम् अत्रैव सर्वे प्रतिष्ठापयामो ममत्वेन सार्धं समत्वं वयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् इदं सुन्दरं मन्दिरं शारदाया मुम्बापुरी विश्वविद्यालयम् कलाशास्त्रवाणिज्यशाखाभिरूढा अमूढा विमुक्ता विहङ्गा वयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम् शृण्वन्तु सर्वे दृढं निश्चयम्
Honorable dignitaries, delegates, respected faculties, and dear students, With great privilege and immense pleasure, now I would like to welcome our respected principal, Dr. Sharat Fulari. We feel honored to have you with us as you are one of the respected dignitaries and a strong pillar of TSDC. It is truly an excellent opportunity for learning under your guidance. Sir has 22 years of experience in teaching as associate professor, 9 years of experience as a principal, and has organized 28 conferences. Sir has published 6 books and 65 research papers in national and international conference. Sir has been awarded as the best teacher and college by Mumbai University. I feel immensely grateful to welcome you, sir, for this inaugural session. Respected sir, over to you.
Good morning to everyone. On behalf of the IQAC and Department of Bachelor of Management Studies of Thakur Shyamnarayan Degree College, Mumbai, once again it's a warm welcome. The warm welcome to dignitaries, the warm welcome to the guest of honor, chief guest, keynote speaker, and the most important researchers for this international e-conference. Today is the 30th November 2022. It is very auspicious day. Today's international e-conference is in association with Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapeeth Pune. The main theme of today's e-conference is contemporary trends and challenges in business operations. So once again, I welcome to every one of you for this international e-conference on the subject contemporary trends and challenges in business operations. Warm welcome to the guest of honor for today's e-conference is Honorable Dr. Geetali Tilak Madam. She is officiating Vice Chancellor of Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapeeth of Pune. The presence Her presence is outstanding presence. Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am is estimable guest for today's conference. Ma'am, it's a warm welcome. Honorable Shivraj Hariram Nide is the chief guest for today's international e-conference. Sir is associate professor and presently he is working in the China. Honorable Shivraj sir is such a scholar researcher that he is the most cited scientist in present days. Big round of applause to such a great scientist who is chief guest for today's function. We are fortunate to have such a scientific, a living encyclopedia. Nide sir means innovation and innovative research personality means the today's chief guest, Honorable Shivraj sir. On behalf of college, it's a warm welcome to Dr. S. Sri Ranjani Mokshagundam Madam. Dr. S. Sri Ranjani Mokshagundam Madam is patronizing personality in field of the research and upper level scientist. She is professor of management at Bangalore. She is a research superior in the management. So, warm welcome to Honorable Ma'am. In the today's e-conference, this college is going to make a record of the presentation of research papers. Over 2075 research papers are going to present in this conference. It's just amazing. It is only because of the research culture created by the BMS department under the leadership of Soni Singh ma'am. I must repeat this sentence. It is only because of the research culture created by the BMS department under the leadership of the Soni Singh ma'am, and that's what today we are received. Today we received the over the 2075 research paper. Amazing. She is dynamic lady who leads the BMS department as a coordinator of the Bachelor in the Management Studies. Under the leadership of Soni Singh ma'am, I must mention the contribution of organization committee also. The organization committee for this event who put their efforts, and it is worth to mention the contribution of Vandana Mathur ma'am, Shana Sheikh ma'am, Ruhi Main ma'am, Chaturthi Apte ma'am, Sana Khan ma'am, Sangeeta Gupte ma'am, Fiza Sheikh ma'am, and of course the Shweta Shukla ma'am. So these are amazing teachers who contributed the best of the organization committee under the leadership of the Soni Singh ma'am, and the outcome is presentation of the 275 research papers and much more. The discipline team with innovative mindset of the students. This is how I must have to say the once again very warm welcome to everyone. It is the management which made every activity in college as an event. So I repeat, the management of this college who always makes every activity at the so large level that every activity becomes as an event, and today we are celebrating the research event, and the name of the today's research event is the International E-Conference. The management is led by Honorable V.K. Singh sir and Honorable Rajesh Singh sir, and both means the sky is the limit for the every event in the college. It's a warm thanks for such a governing body. It's a warm welcome once again for this thoughtful process in contemporary trends and challenges in the business operations. Thanks a lot for everyone and best wishes to everyone for being a part of today's event of International Conference. Let us make 30th November 2022 as memorable day. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Principal Sir, for your valuable time. Now, on behalf of our ZSCT Thakur Shyamnarayan Degree College, I would like to welcome Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. Shivraj Nail. We are very grateful to him for accepting our invitation for becoming Chief Guest of today's conference. Dr. Shivraj Nail has obtained MSc in Biotechnology in 2004 and has done his PhD in Life Science at SRTM University, India in 2010. Currently, he is working as an associate professor in Hangzhou, China. Sir, a very warm welcome to you.
Good morning to all of you. I'm Dr. Shuraj Nile, currently working as an associate professor in Zhejiang Chinese Medical University in China. So it's a great pleasure to be here to present a talk on the management skill and like successful entrepreneur development and his or her management skill. Basically, a role of different skills to develop entrepreneurship in budding and young generation. So I'm very thankful to Fulari sir and Soni Singh madam. And today I'm presenting my talk on role of management skill in entrepreneurship development. As we know that today is the world of successful entrepreneurs or businessmen. Instead of going for regular jobs and all other things, if somebody want to develop a business, for example, we are familiar with different businessmen or tycoons, those who developed their skills in the current world by means of, like for example, Zuckerberg, Tesla, Elon Musk. These are the like greatest leaders in current scenario, the current world. And due to COVID pandemic, we learned a lot of from experienced a lot of things from the current situation due to the COVID pandemic. Because instead of having job, if somebody have the good business and have good skill to manage his knowledge or idea to develop different products to overcome like pandemic. So good entrepreneurship or good businessman who can predict, who can develop products by the need of society and accept different challenges. So before going to like in detail about the role of management skill in entrepreneurship development, so what are the qualities or what are the important aspects we have to discuss for a young and budding businessman? First of all, we know that our mind is a source of various big ideas, and for that we have to utilize our mind to develop different idea, and that idea can be executed in the business development plan, successful plan, and their action. So for business development, just first focus on different ideas, then execute that ideas or plan and take action, and after taking proper action, then develop business. So basically entrepreneurship is art of is the art of starting business by executing our ideas, and basically it's a startup of company offering creative ideas, creative products, process, and fast service to the society. So small entrepreneurship is nowadays booming area, because small entrepreneurs are generally considered to be more effective compared to large entrepreneurship, because large entrepreneurship or large business, they are only focused on particular products, and they can control the huge amount of society. But small business, they can directly connect it to the society, and they can understand what the society or what the people need. So therefore, small enterprises are generally considered more effective and operative. They can respond very quickly and more flexible towards the society, and they can manage the raw data or raw products for big companies. For example, if some company, like big company, they want to develop different product, like for example TV or some herbal products for their different circuits, like for TV development or phone development, they need circuits or semiconductors. Even in herbal products, they need some herbal products. Herbal drugs, they need herbal products. So the small industries or small companies, they can provide the basic resources. As a role for like successful internship, one should know the time management skill. Second, business planning. Third, employee management. Fourth, customer management. Then sales management and financial management, and lastly, expanding business with the need of, with like thinking about the need of society. So basically, entrepreneurship or successful entrepreneur is who can create and design ideas. So creating and designing new idea and business according to market needs or society needs, and then doing that products or the product or business on his own or her on his or her own passion. So what exactly the young entrepreneurship or young people need? They need motivation, and they need achievement entrepreneurship. For example, for successful entrepreneurship, the person should be having a very proper management skill, strong team building ability, and leadership quality, and having foresight. So durdrushti. So these are the very important qualities. Now we'll discuss one by one. What is meant by time management? In time management, the businessman or the entrepreneurship should provide the young people, they should provide the product within a very short time and with high quality. So there are they should give priorities to time management. For example, also they have to satisfy customer with their time management. For example, in COVID period, the entrepreneur or the businessmen who developed different masks or vaccines, their success got very huge success, and they developed. So we have to understand the market need, and according to that we have to develop the product. Next, business planning. So considering the need of society or what kind of business we want to do, that is very important. So first plan the business, what kind of business you want to develop. So business planning is very important. For example, make a blueprint and develop a new business. Good business plan consists of single document and divided into several pathways or sections. Like first, organization, then market research, sales strategies, competitive analysis, and financial data. So this is very important for business planning. Then employee management. For running a successful business, the employee or your workers are team workers or team leaders or group members are very important, because with their devotion you can run your company successfully. And for that, the boss or the company management should be very polite and very effective towards his employee. So management of employee is very important to develop a successful business. He should be good. What qualities should we think about the employees? Entrepreneur must know how to manage the people. Then second, he should be good judge of character and abilities of individual employee before hiring, and the strength of particular employee, and according to their strength we can manage or we can give job to the different employees. And for successful entrepreneurs should know how to motivate the employees in order to work effectively and contribute, garner customer experience. So this is very important for business development. Then customer management. Now we have business plan, successful business plan. We have financial support. Then we have our employees and all things. Even we have product. But what about the customers? What about the sale? So that is very important, because already the company or entrepreneur developed the product, but you should have good market. For that, customer is very important. An entrepreneur must know how to manage relationship with existing customers and also focusing on creating new customers with loyalty towards his business. This is the easiest and most effective method to increase the revenues through customers. Entrepreneur must have problem solving skill, communication skill, attending. So for that we have to organize different seminars, then seminar conferences for customers, and we have to attract customers by providing them some gifts and some making some announcement which can attract your customers towards your product or towards your company. So that is very important for customer management and satisfaction. Then next, sales management. For selling your project, selling or sales management is a very essential skill for every successful entrepreneur. You need to completely understand the sales activities, what kind of sale we have to do, and this helps to entrepreneur to tackle the challenge that they may face in their sales management journey. So higher the sale, the success ratio of your company is higher. So that is very important. Then last one is financial management. For like nowadays the Indian government, even like many sectors, we are getting financial support to develop businesses. And I saw the current in India currently many young budding budding people, they are coming forward and they are developing different businesses, for example, and there is a lot of scope to develop business. But before that, financial management is very important. First you have to check your asset or your like financial status, then apply for funding to different government bodies, different banks, and also you can discuss with your family and friends to develop your business. Even if your business finance is handled by accountant or finance professional, you must know the planning, organizing and direction and controlling of all financial activities. Just don't like depend on the financial like accountant or other persons. You should know each and everything, like the incoming, the outgoing, like all things you should know, and you have to manage, and procurement and utilization of fund is very important. With a good financial management system, one can make decision to improve the business, and that will also help to like develop new product or new pathways for your company. So that is very important. Then next, finally, business management. So after knowing the employee skill, financial skill, ideas and all things, being a successful entrepreneurship involves more than enthusiasm and good eye on new opportunities. A thorough understanding of essential business functions is important. For that, entrepreneur who want to take their business to the next level, they must have the complete knowledge of general management, marketing, operation management, purchasing, supply chain, human resources and public relations. So that is very important. So these are the different skills for good entrepreneurship. So finally, for any business, if you want to do make a plan, so we have to first read different stories, successful stories of the great leaders or great businessmen like Tata, Ambani, Elon Musk, Facebook, the Mark Zuckerberg. So we have to read the success stories of different like entrepreneurs. Those are developed their business in world. And for young people, the willpower and ideas and their their education is very important for development of business. And there are a lot of different areas you can select for our business. For example, you can also now we are familiar with cryptocurrency. It was started in 2007 or 4. Now we can see the cryptocurrency started by one person, and now it is like the value of cryptocurrency nowadays is very huge. So that is also how one young person developed business. So development of business, you have to think the very properly, the foresight, durdushti. So what is the need of society, and in future what will be the effect of particular idea. So idea should be the very long lasting, not very simple or for a short period. So these are the different skills or roles we have to play for successful internships for development of successful business. So this is all about different skills in entrepreneurial development. So I'm very thankful to Fulari sir and the organized committee for giving me this opportunity, and I thanks to all audience, and I wish best luck for the upcoming entrepreneur or businessman. And I'm also welcoming all people to have discussion on my email, or also on my number. Thank you all for your support and inviting me to present my talk. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shivraj Nair, for your kind words. Now, moving ahead, it is my privilege to introduce our keynote speaker for the day, Dr. S. Shri Ranjani Mokshagandham, Professor of Management at Shri Jagadguru Balagangadhar College of Management Studies, Bangalore. Madam is a research supervisor at Mysore University in Karnataka, and many more credits are added to her name. It is very creditable that she is a certified soft skill trainer, NLP practitioner, and life coach. In addition, Madam is very talented German language trainer. We are indeed fortunate that Madam is a keynote speaker for the day. Thank you so much, ma'am. Over to you.
Warm welcome to one and all present here. So, a conference on contemporary trends and challenges in business operations, organized by Jagdu Singh Charitable Trust, Thakur Shyamnarayan Degree College. Right. I would like to speak something about the HR trends and organizational challenges. First, let us understand what is the relevance or importance of, say, HRM in the organizations. Right. So, employees or the human resources, they are the foundation of every successful business, as we all know. And this is why HRM or human resource management, it is vital or a basic aspect of any organization for that matter. And HR department, it is responsible for, say, improving the employee comfort or say the security to managing any kind of risks. And this actually becomes complicated area of work, say, if at all, or it would even lack some structure and even struggles to develop. What I would like to say is, over time, if at all, there is no effective management of the HR inside the organization. So one of the best ways for a business to say guarantee the employee satisfaction or productivity as well as to have a future growth is to have a robust HR department, and that should be supported by say competitive leadership. And say a satisfied or a contented staff, they are the basis for any kind of successful business, and every company needs an experienced or even say empathetic manager to lead their HR department. And he or she, they also must be well informed about the statistics or say the problem solving skills or even the ethics, business laws, and many other skills, so that they can manage their company's risks as well as any kinds of threats. So, yeah, expanding functions of HRM. Very quickly, I would like to brief about the functions or say the responsibilities of HRM. HR managers, they actually perform a limitless, countless, enormous range of functions. And the functional areas, they are also changing as the time goes on, especially when we consider from the pandemic times. So functions of HRM, they are like advisory in nature, and they embrace all of the following. Human resource planning. As we all know that managers, they ensure to have the right number and kinds of people in the, especially in the right places and at right times. And they are skilled effectively as well as efficiently so that they can complete any kind of assigned tasks to them. And through planning only, the organizations, they can avoid sudden say talent scarcities or any kind of surpluses if they have. Then we all know about job analysis also. Organizations gather as well as analyze information about the content and the human requirements of jobs, as well as we call them as KSAs, knowledge, skills, and abilities needed to accomplish their job. From this job analysis, we prepare the job description as well as job specification. So job description is nothing but a written statement of what the job holder does, why the particular job is being done and how it is being done. And then the job specifications tells you about the qualifications that are necessary for doing a job. Then recruitment. Organizations, they find and attract qualified or suitable applicants so that they can fill the vacancies, whether it could be from internal within an organization, for example, through say promotions, or external, recruiting people from outside. Then de-recruitment. So it's a method of reducing extra or say surplus workforce to balance the demand as well as the supply of employees. And options may include something like say firing, layoffs, attrition, early retirement options, job sharing, many more. Selection. Yes, a process of screening the job applicants and hiring the proper or suitable employees for the job. It can be done through many selection devices. It could be the application forms, medical tests, interviewing, written tests, references, background investigations, many. And then the placement. So it is the assignment, or even you can call it as reassignment of duties to an employee. It takes different forms, such as it could be promotion, transfer, demotion, termination, many things. Then orientation. It's a process of getting, say, new employees acquainted with the organization, its culture, its protocols, rules and regulations, what are its objectives, who are my supervisors, who are the other employees, co-workers, and other work units. If at all there are say some kind of formal orientation programs, it might include say a tour of the work facilities available inside the unit, or a PPT that is actually describing the organization's history. Then training. No further explanation is needed, but still employees, they gain new skills to do their job properly, right? It could be through some modifications in their attitudes or even behaviors. And the training program, it must be based both on the organizational as well as the individual needs. Job evaluation. So it's basically a systematic way of determining the value or say the worth of a job in relation to other jobs inside the organizations. So it is mainly needed, job evaluation, for designing a well-balanced compensation program. And the widely used job evaluation methods could be the ranking method, we have factor comparison method, point rating method, classification method, all this. Then comes the performance appraisal. So each employee is evaluated to know how he or she is performing. Then they're appraised against the say suitable or relative standards that have been set inside the organization, and the corrective actions are initiated. Here also there are many appraisal methods, performance appraisal methods. It could be the written essays, we have MBO, 360-degree feedback, we have bars, behaviorally anchored rating scales, graphic rating scales, critical incidents, and many more. Then the compensation. Yes, it is the reward or price for labor. So the objective of compensation administration, it is to design the lowest pay structure wherein the organizations can attract, motivate, as well as retain their employees, competent employees. And this compensation should also be perceived as it is fair by the employees also. Discipline. Yes. A behavior, say when employees conduct themselves by acceptable organizations' rules and standards. Even we can call them as at times self-discipline. So there are problematic employees everywhere who require say some degree of extrinsic disciplinary actions also. It could be oral warning or say written warning, suspension, demotion, dismissal, pay cuts, all these things. Then we have collective bargaining. So a trade or a labor union, they seek to protect as well as to promote their mutual interests through this concept, particular concept called collective bargaining. The goals of the unions, it may include say influencing the wage terms or some bargaining terms or conditions of employment rules, security system for all the employees, all the members, and obtaining say political power in the state as well as over the economy. Speaking about the grievance procedures between the workers as well as management. Then comes the negotiation. It involves discussion between two or more multiple parties. So mainly with the aim of ending the differences, whatever they have, and reaching an understanding. Yes, we have EHRM. We call it as digital HRM or web-based HRM. So the application of information technology, IT, for HR practices. So that what is happening? Organizations are enabling easy interactions between the employer as well as the employees. So it stores information regarding, it could be payroll, performance management, employee personal data, training, recruitment, strategic orientation, and many more. Right? We also have a concept of green HRM, GHRM. Right? It is an emerging topic in the current scenario, and we all know about it. So the green movement across the world, it has given birth to this concept called GHRM, and it deals with the HR activities which are, say, eco-friendly, and it promotes, say, sustainable use of natural resources inside the organization. Right. Now let's see what are the HR trends, benefits, and challenges since pandemic 2020, 21, 22, and beyond. What stays here? Let's see. Yes. Even after taking care of each and every activity that we discussed in our previous slide, especially in a planned manner or in a systematic way, still there are numerous challenges or difficulties, obstacles that will try to hinder the business operations in one way or the other. So I'm just speaking about the major hitches in the HR department as of now. And so we all know that challenges are what makes our lives interesting, and overcoming them is what makes our lives meaningful. Right. And as I told you just now, we all know and we have experienced that 2020, it was an eventful year of with COVID-19, and 2021 wasn't, say, much different. But the long-term impact of, say, the pandemic, it has been carried forward beyond 2021 and 22 also. So this means now the HR as a function, it needs to be prepared for anything, to confront or to tackle any kind of challenges, say, with different tactics it has to use, whether it could be persuading or retaining the workforce or adapting to the concept of sustainability and many things. So now let's see what aspects or trends they are encumbering or burdening in running a business or even coping with it, especially in HR department. Yes, we have a concept called borderless workspace or siteless talent attraction and hiring. Right. So organizations today, they're having a more global force than we ever thought was possible. Am I right? Yes. The hybrid world of work, it has altered the way the companies operate or they interact with the modern personnel. See, a comprehensive workplace, it offers equitable openings across the existing social disparities, whatever it might be, the gender, geography, anything. And a business need not have any kind of, say, physical office or premises to hire the employees anymore, right? No need of any locality. So opportunities of managing the talents, they're like, we call it as gigantic or unimaginable. And location strategies, it can always be rethinked. And the concept of, say, offshore, onshore, near shore, they all are surprisingly changing. We know that onshore means outsourcing some work to a partner who is located in the same country or region. And offshore, it indicates the company you hired, it is in another country with a different time zone. And when we come to the near shore, it means that the outsourcing partner, it is in, say, the short distance away, some neighboring country itself. So this is something like an emancipatory or, say, transformatory operating model, borderless workspace. And This structure mainly it allows the organizations to effortlessly deploy the virtual desks. And it also takes the fullest advantage of the talent ecosystem. And the organizations try to capitalize on the business. Well, there are many benefits of this borderless workspace. There is access to unreachable talent, and it exposes almost the organization, to a near infinite reservoir of capabilities. Then the organization's talent pool significantly gets wider. Right. And overhead costs, it can be saved. It could be, say, something on what the organizations spend on relocation expenses. And particularly these expenses are very, very valuable for young startups. And employee retention, it is also a main point, as well as the, say, home office policies. They have repeatedly improved the employee contentment as well as the retention rates. And there is also increased gender diversity, which is being observed since 2.5 years. And yes, this also has many challenges. First of all, finding the right people who are the right culture fit is very, very problematic. Next comes the fostering, or say developing employee relationships, or it could be the team building, keeping the team spirit, taxation complications. All this can again be difficult for a borderless teams or, say, telecommuting workforces. And there is also a greater risk of attrition, because, see, your employees, they have not traveled borders to work for you, for your organization. Though they are low on cost, high on productivity, and it is easier for the organizations to work with the brightest minds possible across the boundaries of, say, cities, states, and often continents. But there are some problems relating to the data. What are those? So there are tons of sensitive data moving outside the borders of your office and across innumerable devices, for that matter, and often with, say, some kind of questionable technology or security arrangements. It is there, this problem is there even for the biggest companies with, say, multi-million dollar budgets also. Yes, there is reduced security on BYOD. We all know about it. Bring your own device. So employees use their own or personal devices to connect to the organization's network, and they access to their jobs. So cyber security is a constant threat now. Businesses have to combat it all the time. See, at the office, what will happen? The employees usually use the designated office devices. Yes, they are secured with, say, physical as well as electronic layers of security. But while we are using our personal devices or accessing the things on public Wi-Fi networks, what will happen? People will definitely tend to mix up the official as well as personal data, because everything is on my system, right? So, yeah. And now what is happening? The important data, it is exposed to several vulnerabilities. It poses mainly a threat to data security. So strict password policies, or, say, authorized antivirus, security software, all these things must be taken care. And tracking and managing assets on the cloud is a second problem in security. So with a borderless business and remote teams, what is happening? The tech-based businesses, they're less likely to have any kind of physical assets. Instead, they all have IT assets. It could be software, data, or any other related business information. And mainly it is of huge value to the business. So these assets are to be protected from, say, all kinds of threats. So asset management, it becomes easier when something is in a confined workspace. But when the data, it moves across a globe or network of devices outside your physical office or outside your office borders, the data is frequently being exchanged, yes, amongst the employees, or we do not know where it actually goes. And the asset management, it becomes you call it as, say, different ball game altogether. And with the help of cloud-based IT management platform. Say, for example, we have Cloud Management Suite. So it permits you to connect, monitor, as well as you can secure all your assets on the cloud. So there will be no other geographical limits also. And employees can also closely monitor where the assets are positioned on the map. There is one more problem or challenge called inadequate backup and recovery systems. Say, in case of accidental data loss, it could be due to some viruses, disk or say system failure. The data loss, it becomes the very important or challenging threat. So it is the second threat in cloud security, data loss. So as a result of such kind of disaster, what will happen? Companies have to fail, or either they have to shut down or they'll go insolvent, right? So recovering this data, it will be something next to impossible, very difficult. So employees should have a local backup on their laptops, PCs, anywhere they're using, or the company's IT department has to take care. They should have a centralized data backup as well as recovery program for all the remote devices which are carrying this kind of say crucial business data. So cloud backup, it is the best and can be customized for business needs also. Then compliance with the GDPR, the General Data Protection Regulation. So it has become the major priority for businesses. See, clear policy, it is defined as well as it is documented for the remote employees regarding how they should handle their business data all the times. There is some specification in writing, the do's and don'ts, or the devices using for the work. The employees need to encrypt all the data. They should secure their devices, especially with the say company certified security softwares and other permissions. Say like who can access what a person A can access, what a person B can access, everything is there with that in that regulation. Okay, then not in normal office, what will happen? The data security best practices we tend to forget when at home. Suddenly I might not lock my laptop. Yeah, happens. I might not lock my phone because I'm at home. Now what will happen? I might use as an employee, I might use my personal email to send the work documents. Or I might be even using the public Wi-Fi or shared internet connections, my personal hotspots, anything. All these again will add to the problem, especially with the sensitive data. These leads to the cyber crimes. And even the hackerages, they leverage this kind of say GDPR. They'll try to extort the non-compliant businesses and they'll try to demand ransom fee. We all know about it. Instead of dealing with say some huge GDPR fines, the organizations will tend to pay this ransom. Happens. So borderless employees, they need to be extra careful when it comes to GDPR compliances. And yes, we still have the technology with cutting edge abilities. Say it could be our email, WhatsApp, Telegram. But still what is happening, day-to-day activities we are able to manage sitting at our home or within a borderless workspace. But what I feel is they're still not a match for good old-fashioned face-to-face conversations. See, especially when we are discussing about say sensitive data, it becomes really very important, right, to secure them. Now, the only solution what we have is video conferencing apps. Say it could be Skype, Go Meeting, Zoom, Cisco WebEx, many. So they all come with better communication as well as stronger relationships. We can see each other's facial expressions, body language. I can feel what you're telling, the emotions of others. Still, these apps, they are trying to reassure some kind of trust in our working affiliations. Yes, we all know about remote working or work from home or work from anywhere. So most of us like this concept and a few do not. See, though pandemic or the global lockdowns, they have forced this experiment on all kinds of businesses. But now companies, they are planning to broaden their horizons, say in terms of where the employees are actually based. So now what is happening? The companies, this gives the companies the access to worldwide or broad talent pool, and it opens all the new horizons or prospects even for the workers. And we all are living in the say remote working world currently, right? Even now, you all are probably sitting in Mumbai, if I'm not wrong, and I'm here at Karnataka, Bangalore. So we are together sharing a common platform for say knowledge sharing for this esteemed valued conference. Am I right? Okay. With RW, remote working or work from home, office timing concept itself has become irrelevant, or we can call it as inappropriate. And we see that employees, they want to split their working hours so that they can support their personal work, homeschooling, many things. And this concept has actually polished the way say the employees worked in the past few decades. Yes, even remote working has many pros and cons. So especially during pandemic, what happened 2.5 years back, workers, they scrambled to set up home offices and to adjust to consecutive virtual meetings, back-to-back meetings, as well as the online collaborations, right? And when we take statistics, as of February 2022, nearly 60% of US workers with jobs that can be done remotely or distantly, they all are like WFH concepts, work from home. And this report was by Pew Research Center report. And one more thing, Amuse Communications user survey, it conducted the same month, and 80.8% of 4,681 respondents, they said they would like to work from home, full-time or part-time. Yes, there is also flexibility in schedule, and managing personal life is also easier. Yes. So flexibility, we have, that means we have more time for our family, friends, as well as personal work. Even Heather Bostwick, the Vice President of Marketing and Analytics at Education Dynamics, it is a higher education enrollment growth agency. She also agrees with the same. So before pandemic, the remote work wasn't an option at all for her. But now her company is fully WFH concepts and only maintains the office space just for the monthly meetings, it seems. Right. The time consuming commute can be avoided. Yes. Our daily commute can be complex, or it can even increase our stress levels. We have so many unmanageable factors. It could be the rude passengers, or say traffic jams, vehicle breakdowns, or incompletion of our personal works at home. We need to rush to the office. By 9 o'clock, I should be there, right? So this, what will happen? This reduces the job satisfaction, and it definitely worsens one's physical health as well as mental health also. Because we all are human beings and we need a break, and we need that extra time to spend with our family, to watch a movie, to go out for a dinner, anything. And if there is no commute, no transportation, you're not traveling from anywhere, you're working from home, means you also reduce pollution. Okay, one can complete more work tasks and assignments. Yes. So with less in-office distractions and interruptions, noise, or never-ending and useless conversations, right? We'll be having so many impromptu, unplanned meetings in the office or coffee breaks. All this will be like disruptive to our productivity. At home, we will be very comfortable and we have many choices, right? We can have some business looks, business casual looks on our virtual meetings, anything we can plan up. So we have more creative control also over my workspace, because I am in an environment which matches my work or my mindset even. It is my preference. Okay, then many people say with illnesses or disabilities, example, some chronic pains or mental illnesses, they'll also get benefited from WFH, work from home concept. And less money is also spent when we are at home. Right. When we are no longer connected with a physical office, we can even move to somewhere closer to our families, or even to our dream location, or an area basically with lower cost of living also. Yeah, there will be varied opportunities even for diversity, inclusion, and there are no barriers of sticking to an office environment particularly. So a remote work job, it actually increases job possibilities and it also improves our job satisfaction. There are also some disadvantages of WFH. Cost of increased current bills, electricity bills, and we need to pay for a higher high speed internet package, and it's very very difficult to separate work hours from our life hours happens. So children and family, they demand more attention, and in India almost over 60% of people face this problem of the children or say the family demanding more attention from them while they are especially working, right? And it becomes very very difficult on concentrating on your work, because we constantly, when we sit at home, we get distracted in one way or the other. It could be the doorbell or some other neighborhood activities or random phone calls what we get usually, or children may be watching the television in our next room. All these are like distractions. And main problem is people say they just don't believe that you're actually working when you're at home. They just have a hard time accepting the fact that you are actually working on the home when you're sitting in front of your computer or using your mobile. Yes, lack of office equipment. Nearly 33% of the people, they do not have necessary access to office equipment. It could be first and foremost the high speed internet, some fax machine, copier machine, or say the high end laptop. All this will add to our distress while working at home. Access to documents. Yeah. No constant access to documents that employees need while they are working at home. See, majority of the documents, they just have virtual access or a soft copy that an employee can sit at home, he or she can access. And many, they just prefer to keep their sensitive data, company documents in the paper only format, and it is somewhere stored in the cabin of your company only. So when it is in, they just want to make sure that the documents are safe. It could be on virtual or say electronic format. If at all they are trying to keep, they'll try to keep it on virtual private networks, VPN, or they secure cloud access, and this can only be accessed via the registered office computers only. Yes, employees also feel disconnected from community or from their co-workers. Lack of community happens. Many are not able to work in isolation. They need, say, face-to-face interaction. And they need, say, some folk of colleagues to get some feedback or do some brainstorming sessions. Happens. Low reliability. Say, when there is no presence of some authoritative figure, such as a manager or a leader or a boss, things can turn catastrophic. So without supervision, it happens. Loss of productivity. Definitely employees, they'll sit at home, they take midday naps, they watch Netflix, they play virtual games, they go outside, they spend most of their time on say smartphones, and all this will definitely decrease the productivity. There are also some kind of say ergonomic issues. So ergonomic means something designed for efficiency and comfort inside your working environment. Without a proper, say, equipped home office, no proper desk, no decent chair, yes, it definitely, we all will suffer with that. Probably example, back posture will suffer. It might add to some chronic health issues. And as an employee, what will happen if I have some pain? I need to get up. I need to take constant breaks. Or these are also some kinds of say distractions. But nowadays there are something called availability of co-working spaces. You would have heard of My HQ. It is available everywhere all over India also. So you can select a space which is closer to your home, and you can work without any kind of say family distractions. Managing gig work or employees. So gig means a job that just lasts for an indicated period of time. So you are hiring for specific project or say short-term commitments and beyond borders. Yes, as we discuss about this, the talent marketplace is much wider than what we had access in the past. I already told you. And gig workers, it includes the freelancers who get paid per task, or even the independent contractors who work on a contract basis, or project-based workers. We pay for them towards the completion of one project. Then there are temporary hires who are employed for a fixed amount of time. We have part-time workers, yes, who work less than the full-time workers. A gig economy, it is a contemporary trend, and as a result, the jobs, the locations, everything they are being dissociated. Yes, or you can call it as decoupled. There are pros. One thing, there is increased flexibility. Yes, I can work from anywhere, at any time as per my flexibility. So no experience is necessary. Gig workers, they should think about their interests, their skills, and they can find the gig opportunities anywhere. And it could be even matching to their strengths also. Okay. There are also some kind of considerable downsides here. It could be something like lack of benefits. Yeah, they are not eligible for some kind of, say, health insurance or any other benefits that a full-time employee gets. Work-life management challenges, yes, because no proper schedules, and it leads to overwork or burnout also. These are also happening. And insecurity or inconsistent, no stable income for them. They are not able to uphold the work culture. It is really impossible or difficult for them to maintain consistent relationship among the workers, employees, or even clients, especially on a long-term basis. See, because what will happen, these are the temporary workers. They come, they do their job, and they leave, right? And it is also difficult for them to establish and develop their careers. Yeah, the next concept is life experience management. So employees' experience is as important as a customer experience since pandemic. And the line between the work and home, they are getting blurred every day. And the main focus is on the life experience management. Say, for example, how the organization, it can support WFH concepts, or working from while homeschooling, work-life balance, all these things. Because what is happening, the mental as well as the physical well-being of the workforce, they are very, very important. The psychological health, it becomes the focus area in life experience management. Learning focused culture, especially beyond generations. So generations and demographics, the education, it could be nationality, ethnicity, religion, all this, it played a vital role in HR as well as in work technology only in the ester years. But now it is becoming less applicable to all age workers, because everybody are expected to develop a culture that is focused on learning. And this is characterized by, say, respect, inclusion, empathy, and many more concepts, collaboration, working in teams, safety. So irrespective of their generation, and even about how to sell or even market in virtual world, and the technology, it will play a key role in defining all these aspects. And when we speak about the tech savviness, at least using this Zoom or some other meeting, doing some video conferencing, teaching the students there, all this, they are not just the aspirational skills, rather they are becoming the basic life skills. Agree? Okay. Yes. Quest for happiness. Sounds new or interesting? Yes, happiness will provide fulfillment in the workplace where we work. So HR plays a pivotal role in motivating the workforce so that they can perform to their best. It could be the innovative compensation and benefits, or even the talent management, retention strategies, many things. All these strategies, they all play a key role in meeting this requirement, right? And even in the near future, we will see strong focus on happiness, and it becomes the key measurement for retention or even for attraction of employees. And more focus it is on the, say, personalized approach to working, allowing job crafting, and doing many more things, so that they guarantee the staff, they remain inspired as well as they are performing to their best. And very shortly, the companies even may think of, say, appointing the chief happiness officer, right? The concept of reverse urbanization. So as employees, we need not have to move to, say, New York or London to grow our career anymore. Employees, they are realizing the need to be closer with their family, or they want to stay in villages or small towns, and still they want to fulfill their career aspirations. And especially this is happening in a virtual world. People nowadays, the employees, the personnel, they are trying to balance everything by reconnecting with nature. And that is your concept of reverse urbanization. So with the advent of ultra high speed internet or the ability to work from anywhere in the globe, it is not necessary that we are especially sitting in the urban settings. So far we might be dwelling there, but it is not really necessary. And this also contributes to our physical as well as emotional well-being. Potential of data analytics. See, every organization will push frontiers to explore technology automation and experience augmenting the opportunities. So HR service delivery, it will emphasize on, it could be the self-service or paperless forms, virtual shared services, many more. Then this HR analytics, we call them as people analytics, workforce analytics, everything means the same, talent analytics. It is a fairly novel tool which involves gathering the data together, analyzing them, reporting, especially the HR data. So one can measure the impact of a range of these HR metrics on all over, overall business. So how is the business performance? So this enables better and data driven decision making actually. And we need not have to rely anymore on, say, our intuition or guesswork, because we have the actual data, we process it and we get the information, actual information. So it can answer many questions like what will be the patterns that are shown in the employee turnover, and how long does it take to hire one employee, and which all employees they are most likely to leave our organization this year, and many trends, patterns in HR data. These helps in forecasting via, say, predictive analysis, or empowering the organizations to be proactive so that they can maintain a prolific workforce. There are also some problems associated with this. See, many HR departments, they do not have proper statistical or analytical skill set to work with the large data sets, and they cannot access quality data with no up-to-date systems. Right. There is purpose-driven and sustainable businesses. So being sustainable and contributing to the society, they are the basic expectations from businesses these days. And new financial philosophies, they are being looked as part of ESG, environmental, social, and corporate governance framework. So HR has to adopt for a conducive working environment and constructive human as well as social outcomes along with their financial strategies and results. With this purpose-driven approach in an organization, the staff get emotionally engaged, energized, and distinguish the ways to sustain performance as well as progress. At last, we have virtually built culture. See, HR function should keep the company culture active in virtual environment, or even change the culture so that they can cope with the new reality. And the ecosphere has thrown to us all these challenges to work virtually. So new virtual culture will be a different experience to all of us. Let the organizations, they convert the team of your remote employees into an organizational capital which runs on the company culture as well as values. Yes, to conclude, I would like to say that 2021 was very different from 2020, and even the present year 22 is definitely unalike. And we have been constantly experiencing and managing all these changes, and HR departments are also getting equipped for a new digital chapter. It is irrespective of industries we work for, and it is capturing powerful people analytics. It is enabling automated processes, and all the internal operations are getting much faster, smoother, as well as efficient. So HR functions will stay on top of these trends to build a performing as well as a sustainable organization. And with the help of all the kind of safe, flexible workplace tools, HR teams, they can turn all the negativities into great opportunities, and the basic human need say to feel or to stay connected and fulfilled will always remain to be evergreen priority for all the HR leaders, whether physically or say virtually. Yeah. With this, I would like to thank all the participants for their interest and valuable time in attending the session. I thank the organizing committee, the chief principal of ZSCT's Thakur degree, Shyamnarayan degree college, and co-convener, as well as my special thanks to the convener of the conference for this wonderful opportunity, and thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your knowledge and views. We are indeed fortunate that your views and valuable inputs have been a source of inspiration to excel into the business world. Thank you so much. Now, moving ahead, let's take a short tea break.